Right now, only at 6. He's trying to stand apart from the Democratic brand and take a page out of Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear's playbook. Democrat and political newcomer Logan Forsythe of Lexington has entered Kentucky's U.S. Senate race to replace Mitch McConnell. He sat down with WHAS 11's political reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez for his first TV interview about his campaign, talking about his background in law enforcement.
You know, I came from a very small town.
You may not know the name Logan Forsythe, but you'll surely recognize the men he worked for years to keep out of harm's way.
President Trump, President Biden, President Obama, anybody who got protection, I was there.
The Democrat is the latest candidate to join Kentucky's U.S. Senate race. He served as a Secret Service special agent for 3 different American presidents across party lines, alongside a team he says had to put politics to the side.
You trusted the other person with your life. You had to. You've never had a doubt that, hey, I wonder if that guy down the hall is going to stop something from happening or do what needs to be done when the moment arises.
Forsythe says his role then wasn't to speak up about the country's problems.
I've beaten the odds before, and with your help, we're going to do it again.
He's in a different spot now, though, in his first ever run for elected office.
I haven't actually seen any incident give rise to the need to send the National Guard in.
In his first TV interview, Forsythe told me he does not agree with President Donald Trump's deployment of National Guard troops to states against their governor's wishes.
The federal government should not have a lot of overreach into what states should be responsible for.
He referred to the retiring Mitch McConnell, whose seat he's trying to win, as the most powerful senator ever, while also calling him a political insider who no longer looks out for Kentucky's best interests.
He always voted against increasing the minimum wage. There was always an argument for that. It's killing families here.
Forsythe says he grew up poor with a single mother working multiple jobs in Lyon County, located in rural West Kentucky. They relied on food stamps and Medicaid.
My belief is if you work hard, if you put in the effort, if you show up every day to the best of your ability, you should be able to live a life free from the stress and worry of not being able to pay basic bills.
Forsythe, who's currently a personal injury lawyer based in Lexington, says his top priority, if elected, would be to roll back large parts of the big, beautiful bill to keep cuts to Medicaid and SNAP from happening. He faces an uphill battle, but he hopes to find success by advocating for some of the same values often discussed by popular Democrat Governor Andy Beshear.
I think most of our governor's stances are based on the golden rule. Treat others as you want to be treated. And you can't really go wrong with that.
Are you confident he would back you?
I'm going to make my case, and I hope he would.
Well, there you have it. The big question, Isaiah, is Kentucky ready to replace Mitch McConnell with a Democrat? What are the political experts saying? How do they see Logan Forsythe to an avenue of any kind of success in this race?
Well, Doug, most of them, it's a long shot at best, if we're being honest. I mean, they point out the fact that Kentucky hasn't elected a Democrat to the U.S. Senate in decades. We're talking about Wendell Ford in '99 being the last one. And it's interesting, as far as that law enforcement background, I talked with one expert who said that it is very common for a party like this to really push law and order when crime is such a big issue. This is a good example of that. He says it could help a little bit, but ultimately I'm hearing from someone else who basically told me unless Andy Beshear decides to run, ultimately the primary won't have that much of an effect on what happens in the fall.
Now setting up a bigger primary, though.
It could, more people in the field.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here's some of the folks in it. Forsythe is the second Democrat in Kentucky's U.S. Senate race. State House Democratic leader Pamela Stephenson of Louisville is also running. The high-profile Republicans in this race, as you know, the former Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron, Kentucky Congressman Andy Barr, Lexington businessman Nate Morris. The primary election is next May. More